Do this, do that. Slaine, where you at?
I'm in the building. What is up, my people? We back for another episode of the Slaine and Slicer, the Slicer and Slaine show. Damn, we got some topics for y'all to talk about today.
Yeah, today's gonna be one of those nights where it's either gonna be uncomfortably controversial, or you're gonna have those hot takes where you're like, yeah, I think just like that. That's me. I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, that's
So,
me.
yeah, these topics are kind of spicy tonight. Yeah, Slaine, you want to give us a little rundown of what we're gonna talk about tonight?
Man, it's a lot of stupid shit that's been happening the past few days, few weeks, and it was just so many topics that we had to choose from. That I chose these because a few of them hit me kind of home, and then the very last one that it's not showing on screen, but I've been waiting to talk about that one for a while. So we definitely gonna get into it, man. I'm curious to hear what you got to say and what the chat got to say about it.
Yeah. So as usual, chat. If you have any questions for us, let us know in the chat as we're talking about it. Also, we're also going to answer all the questions at the end. So if you have any questions that are not related to these, just keep them until the end. And let me know about my audio levels. See if I need to turn up Slaine or turn him down, or same with me. But again, if you're
Excellent.
over the age of 21, if you just turned 21 today, happy birthday. If you didn't, still, let's have a good time. So grab a drink. Today I got my Miyagi-Do karate. Slaine's getting a drink. And I was lucky enough to find some vodka, so I got some cranberry vodka, a Slaine recipe
Hey,
right here.
let's go. Well, your boy, I don't have no alcoholic beverages at this time. We going through some shit. So I got this little 99-cent Twister punch that I'm gonna be sipping on
Is that
straight out of
twisted?
the
Imagine if it was Twisted Twister.
the Twister, the twist. We just gonna sip on that. But what's up, chat, man? I missed y'all, man. Where y'all at? What y'all doing? I've been gone for a minute, man. I had some shit hit me in the face, so I had to disappear for a while. Where y'all at, chat? Who in here?
Yeah, who's in here?
Cause I got some shit to say.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Yeah, man, a lot of great topics because there's a lot of shit happening in the world right now, and it's I just wanted to pick a few. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna start number one. You probably gotta scroll up a little bit on the stream. We're gonna
Yeah.
fix that too when I make the new layout. Yeah, man, we go ahead and get into it. So number one, right? Um, I have been hit with the roughest baby fever of my life. I'm 26 years old. I'm starting. I'm my original goal in life. I wanted to have two kids at 25. I wanted to have two by 25. So 26 this year, and I'll be 27. I'm 2 years essentially behind like the plan I had for myself. And as I wanted two kids at 2 years, so I'm way behind. I'm two old kids. So yeah, just in life, just recently baby fever has been hitting me, man. Like one of my coworkers, she had a little boy. His first birthday is coming up this weekend. It's my little nephew. And that's gonna be so fucking adorable, man. And then it seems like everybody in like TV shows and shit, like all of the characters that I really like, either have babies or they have that episode of, oh shit, we're pregnant. Like, well, I guess they're having a baby.
Oh well. Hey, Choopy, what's
No
up?
kids.
No kids.
Ah, man, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I want a kid.
Look, I think everybody goes through that phase. Everybody goes through a lot of phases, but one in particular is not wanting kids. Like, for example, in high school, middle school, you could never, as in that at that time of my life, I never saw myself. I mean, I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna have kids, but when I'm older, way older, my plan it was usually late 20s, early 30s, and I'm glad that I've gone by that because I'm still mid 20s, and I'm planning to have a kid, hopefully, yeah, like in the next few years, years.
What? Yes. Ah.
Nah,
Soft.
so that baby fever, is it coming from, like you said, your coworker, all these pictures you see of babies, or why? What's igniting that fire?
Well, I've not to get too deep into my personal life. I was a father before, but shit happens. But I'm at a point in life, like I said, where I want those meaningful relationships. Like I want to have a woman by my side. I want to wake up to having like a partner in life, and I'm ready to like do my due diligence on this earth and start having kids. And it's not even like I say that like, oh, like it's my obligation to have kids. Like no, like I really want to have like a child where I can have my that unfathomable parental bond with, that I can like I can have my child, take care of my child, raise my child, and watch them grow on to live a life that I can be proud of. So it's just been hitting me like real tough lately.
Yeah. Well, I know people who have that same feeling who are single. They're trying to have a kid. All of a sudden, sometimes this happens in life. They just one night stand, then they have a kid. How would you react to that? Like, would you be okay with just having a one night stand, having a kid? Don't like who cares about the mom? Like, would you be a single dad?
Man, this is crazy. This is something I like. This is something I think about. The short answer would be no. I don't want to have just a one night stand, have a random ass baby mama, and another stereotypical black child out of wedlock. That's I do want to make sure that I put my child into a prime position of power to where they won't have to struggle the way that I did in life. And like even like right now, like the way my life is set up, I'm just not in the position to have a child right now, regardless of how much I want one. I'm just not in a position to do it. So that's kind of just another layer of my thought process when I'm thinking, I want to have a kid right now. I'm ready for a kid right now. I can 100% handle the responsibility of having a kid right now. And then, saying you think more in depth about it, and it's like, well, do I have the money for a child right now? No. Do I have the space for a child right now? No. Do I have the time for a child right now? No. And it's just like all of these factors come into play. So the responsible thing and the responsible decision, is absolutely, like the incorrect decision for me to have a child right now, regardless of all of these strong feelings or these that wanting for those feelings that I'm experiencing.
It's like your heart says yes, but your mind says no.
Yeah, man, this shit trash.
Okay, so brings me up to my next question. Would would it be a deal breaker if the next girl you meet doesn't want to have kids?
Yes, absolutely. If the next woman I meet don't want to have, if she doesn't want to have at least 3 kids, it's a deal breaker for
At
me
least
because
three?
I
Whoa.
definitely yeah, I definitely want to, and then there's a part of me that wants three because I'm one of three. Four technically, but with my mom is one of three. I grew up one of three. I love my little sister to death, but like in my head, like
You didn't grow up with her, yeah.
it's a shitty thing to say, but it's like it's a subconscious thing. I always feel like I'm one of three rather than one of four.
And like you were put in that position. It's not like your fault.
Yeah, I said don't get me wrong. I love my little sister to death. I'll kill and I died for her, but we just don't have that same strength of connection that I do to my other siblings. Just because we were raised in different houses and we just live different lifestyles because our parents.
What about you all in the chat? First of all, how old are you? And if you want to have kids, and then if so, how many? For me, I always like I said, late 20s, early 30s. Um, and then I want to have maybe two. Me and Gabby talked about
Two.
it. We're okay with one or two, not too many. Maybe three as well, but like we're not there yet, so we'll see how the first one goes. Then we'll see after that.
If I can judge that, at least three. Yes, sir.
At least three. Hey, that I'm one of three too. We're three.
Hey, look, Josh gonna have three. I'm gonna have three. Faye's gonna have three. We gonna have a whole football team. We're just gonna take over the neighborhood.
Three to the power of three, right there.
That's our plan. We're gonna all have kids, and then we're gonna all start like just developing businesses for ourselves. And then next thing you know, we're gonna buy San Diego. That's the plan. Me, Josh, Face, and our army of nigglets. We gonna take over San
The
Diego.
Williams. um, I was gonna say something else.
Swing
If
it.
somebody in the chat does not want to have kids, I want to hear why. Because I know a couple, they're friends of mine, and they actually like from frame one when they started dating, they said no kids. They're still together 10 years later, I think 10, 11 years later, and they're still like no kids, and they're getting in their like late 30s now, and they're like nope, no kids at all. Especially, I guess, I talked to them about this sometimes, and I think their decision is because they feel like the world is so messed up that bringing a kid in is gonna it's a disservice to them in a way. That's how they think. Um,
Yeah, I understand that way of thinking. It's a very, in like gaming terms, it's the safe play. It's let's say you don't want the stress of worrying about like your child's well-being and always, what I'm saying, protect them necessarily. So if you just don't want that feeling and that worry, then the best thing to do is to just not have children ever, right? So yeah, it makes logical sense. I can definitely understand their reasoning and see why they would come to that decision.
do you ever see yourself getting jealous of let's say you had a girlfriend and there was another couple. Okay, okay, this let me give you a hypothetical, okay? So you've
Okay,
been
so what
going
you're
out
saying.
with this woman for years, let's say 2 years, whatever. So you guys are established,
Okay.
you know her well. You both want to have kids, but she physically can't. Um, and I know you said it's a deal breaker, but like you've been through so much, like, but she didn't know before she met you that she couldn't have kids. How would you react in that instance?
She gotta go.
Oh,
I
oh.
I I hate to break it to you, but you gotta go. I want kids. If you can't give me kids, either I'm gonna cheat on you or I'll resent you for life. And both of those are just not who I want to be as a person. So it's better for me to just, I'm saying, GG's a handshake and we just gonna we just go call it a day.
So you would never adopt?
No, I don't want to adopt. I feel terrible for orphan children and people who have to grow up without their families, but I personally, like, I feel no attachment to them. Like, I'm sad that your parents went out of your life, but that doesn't mean I have to enter your life just because you exist. So no,
Mm.
I don't want any orphan kids. I want to just like I don't want any step kids.
Oh yeah.
I want to start my own family. Yeah, so I said that too in the past. Oh yeah, saved it. No orphans, no step kids. But I want to start my own family, have my own legacy, and build my own thing. It's just what I want in my life.
And
So
you know what sucks though? The fact that as we're getting older, all these women are having kids, and there's less women who are kidless. They don't have kids as we grow older, and it sucks. Like for example, by the time
man,
we're late 30s, all the women in their late 30s are gonna already have one kid at least. It's crazy to think about.
I've been listening to Kevin Samuels.
No.
He does a talk show where he primarily well, now he focuses more so on women now, but he's an image consultant. He focuses on like self-improvement and
Oh,
he
like
talks
Darren
to women a
Jackson.
lot. Yeah, no, Derek Jackson
Derek Jackson.
is the simp king who uses the image of an image consultant to sell his shit, but he ain't a real fucking image consultant. But Kevin Samuels is 100% legit. That's 10 toes down because like 3 years ago before he was popular, he was doing the exact same thing where he was talking to men, telling the harsh truth about, I'm saying, how to unfuck your shit, and then that was his content. And now that he's doing the same thing with women, people want to complain. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about me not wanting no fucking orphans. Um,
Or
what was the
stepkids.
original question? Yeah, no
Um,
orphans, no stepkids.
well, the question I gave you was if your partner could not physically have kids. So let's so for example, let's say that it's hard for your partner to have kids, but there's
Mhm.
still a chance. And then you see your friend who has a one night stand with this girl he doesn't even know. They suddenly have a kid, and then do you like how would you feel? Do you feel jealous that oh wow like you didn't even want a kid but you got a kid? Like how would you feel?
I have no idea. I have no idea how I feel in that situation. It just depends on how close I am to both of those people. Um, damn, I almost remembered the other thing you said. I almost remembered. It was there. I fucked it up.
Jay is saying, "Has hurry up and have kids." I mean, there's no
Yeah,
rush,
man.
and
If you ain't got it, I need my nephew. All right, go ahead, just go ahead and pop one out real quick. Make the squad happy. We're gonna all you gonna host. You gonna have baby shower. We're gonna all be there. She gonna be in the hospital bed pushing. We're gonna all be there.
we're all gonna be holding Gabby's hand.
Yeah, we all gonna be there holding hands and singing and screaming.
Nah,
Eric gonna
but
pass out because he's scared of blood.
and I have this mentality where I don't know when I got it, probably during college, that I need to work on myself and my partner needs to work on herself before we can have kids. Because if we don't, then I because okay, this brings me up to my next point. I see all these women from high school, like so, like we were in high school what 10 years ago? That's crazy. So 10 years ago, you see all these girls, and you add them on Facebook, whatever. 10 years later
Hmm.
to now, you see them all having kids, being single moms. There's so many single moms. I don't know if it's the same
Hmm.
case with you at your high school on Facebook, but
Yeah.
there's so many single moms, and it's literally like bro, like, and then you see the kids on the pictures. They look all dirty. They just have a diaper on, no clothes. It's so annoying. Like, bro, like,
Oh,
you
okay.
gotta work on yourself before you have a kid. Like, you gotta go to school, make a business, get a good job, be stable financially with whatever you can, however you can, but to be stable, have your own house before you have a kid. And that's how I think about it.
That's your take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I remember what I was trying to say earlier. I brought up Kevin Samuels to say this. I've watched his podcast, and one of the things I've learned from his show is that, in the black community at least, we have a 70% birth rate of children out of wedlock. So 70% of us come into the world like our parents aren't married, and most of us grow up in homes with split parents. So like
70.
mostly, yeah, 70%
Dang.
of black children are born out of wedlock, and almost that same percentage of us, like, we grow up in split homes.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's just fucking wild. And like I said, that number is it only gets geared more so that's for all black, what I'm saying, all black children
Oh,
and
in the
black
black community.
couples.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So now we're getting into the topic of, I'm saying, we're almost 30, and now we're at that age where you can't really hold it against a woman who comes into the relationship. Oh yeah, it didn't work out, and I have kids. So
Hmm.
it's like, yeah, like almost all of them have kids at this point, because 70% of us are just born out of wedlock. Because yeah, just that's well, because of why, it's a whole different topic. But yeah, 70% of black children born out of wedlock, and pretty much, yes, grow up in split homes.
And there's so many
I don't want to
factors,
do
you
that.
know. Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah,
do that either.
I don't want to do that to my kids.
Choopy saying you would think that it's common sense. Yeah, man. Like, it seems like common sense, but people, it's not like they don't listen. It's just that they make mistakes, that irreversible mistakes, and it sucks. But it's not like it was spontaneous, unless you get like forced into committing a sexual act with somebody. The R word. I don't think we can say it on Twitch,
Yeah.
but if you get R word, okay, I understand. Like, you did not choose that. But if you just meet a guy and then you just have sex on the first date, like voluntarily, and you have a kid, that's your fault. And then that kid is gonna suffer the consequences, and it's not really fair. But that's how it is, and you're gonna suffer too.
Hey, yo, this role is like right into a hot take from me, because my theory, the reason that 70% of us black babies are born out of wedlock is because women are more afraid of marriage than they are of having a baby.
Hey, that's true.
That's
That's
that's my hot
crazy.
take. It's like it's scarier right now, like in current times. It's scarier to get married to somebody than it is to have a baby with that person.
And that's also true in the Mexican community. And I don't get it. Like, how does that even
It's
make
fucking
sense?
wild, bro.
Because with
Like,
marriage, you
how
can.
can you?
Uh,
Yeah, it's like, how can you trust a person enough that you would bring another life into the world with them, but you don't trust that person enough with
sign a
your
paper.
life?
To sign a paper.
Yeah, with your life. You wanna share another human being with a person, but you can't share yourself with that same person?
Right?
I don't I don't get that. But
That sounds selfish to me.
but yes, it's so selfish. But it's women hate accountability. I don't want to just start bashing women, but yeah, women hate accountability. They everyone now is like, oh, I don't need no man. I can do bad by myself, or I'd rather be alone than have one of these like bomb ass, not all men niggas, like shit like that. Like, women, they're staying unmarried, and marriage is been fucking villainized and weaponized to where it's scarier. Like, marriage as a concept is scarier than birth.
Yeah. And it's not like, for example, at school they don't teach you all that. And the sex ed at school sucks. They don't teach you anything. All they teach you how to do is how to put a condom on a banana. Like, bro, that's all.
Oh, that's another hot take too. I don't think schools should teach sex ed at all. I think you should 100% learn sex education from your parents.
That's valid.
And the reason it's so difficult to learn stuff like that from your parents
Yeah,
is because we're born out of wedlock.
yeah.
Our parents ain't there.
It's just a cycle, man. And I don't know if anybody could be ever just. I don't know. We need to change the whole culture because I feel like in Mexico and in other countries, it's like wedding. People get married first, and then there's kids. But in the U.S., people are more. They think for themselves in a way. I don't know. They just want to follow a trend as well.
Yeah,
It's I
it's
don't know.
definitely it's definitely it's a cultural difference.
Hmm.
Like traditionally, like Mexican Hispanic women, they value, you know what I'm saying, their fertility. They want
Hmm.
to get married young, have kids young, because they know their clock is ticking. And other cultures are similar to where women, they're more focused on the family aspect of being in a relationship more so than like other aspects. And then you have American women who are more so focused on I'm saying careers or living the life they feel like they deserve, and they have all of these I'm saying they have all of these rights and choices, and they're they're comfortable living their life um waiting to make choices because they know that they can always like they go back to school, they can get a better job, and worst case scenario, they just marry somebody with money.
Yeah.
Like that's just the way it is. So American women traditionally don't value um the family part of a relationship than other parts of relationships. And I think Hispanic women and other cultures of women, they prioritize the family part of a relationship.
And that's not to say that they're correct. It's pros and cons because in Mexican culture, the thing that I don't personally don't like, and a lot of people don't like, is the fact that if you're married to somebody, if you have kids with them, and then the guy, for if you're a woman, for example, that your husband abuses you, like everybody, like if you go to church, the church is gonna tell you stay with this husband, he'll change. You gotta stay with him, support him. He's your husband. And then your parents, they're traditional. They're gonna if they're traditional, which most likely they are, they're gonna say the same thing. You gotta stay with the guy. And that's not true at all. Like you do not have to stay with the guy who abuses you.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But that entire topic, um, that's kind of one thing that I hate hearing. Like whenever I start, like I talk to a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people. I love talking to people. I talk to people. I talk to women specifically. Whenever the topic becomes marriage and like women don't like having roles assigned for themselves. Like they don't like having roles like defined, but they know what role they want to be in a relationship. Like you understand?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah, so like every woman knows they want to marry a guy who has money. He takes care of them. She can either stay home with the kids if she decides. She can go to work if she decides. It's all her choice. Like she understands she wants to play. You know what I'm saying a side. I don't want to say like a sidekick role, but she wants to let the man be the man in every traditional sense of the word, and she wants to just play her part in that. But when you start defining what her part is, like, oh well, you have to take care of the kids, you have to take care of your body, you have to be the type of woman that a man like me would keep. When you start laying out what her actual role is, well, then they start, oh, well, some women get abused in their marriages, and I don't want to have to change who I am because of like things like that. Like the amount of people who are abused in their relationship and just stuck in their marriage, that's just a small amount of people in terms of all marriages. So it's like whenever that argument is brought up, I feel like it just deflects from the main issue of I said we're trying to fix broken homes. The way you fix broken homes are like you have to get married, you have to stay married, and you have to actually like let's say you have to actually raise future generations with those same ideals and traditions of marriage. But then we come to the other side and we're like, oh well, you shouldn't get married because what if you end up one of those 30% of women who are physically abused, or what if you end up as one of those 40% of women who are raped in their marriage and they can't do anything about it because the church and the family says stay in your marriage. Like Is it a problem? Yes, but is it a problem working directly against what we're trying to solve? No.
Yeah, and I have a friend who his parents were divorced, but they were both in the same household. Like he lived with both of their parents, even though they were divorced. So he would see his mom go out with other guys. The dad would go out with other girls, but they would always come back home to the same house and raise the kid. What do you think about that?
That's a topic I can't speak on that. That's someone's personal experience.
Hmm.
And I can't speak on that. I can't attest to that. The only thing I can really speak on is like men in general, women in general, coming together in general, and raising kids in general. When it comes to like personal experiences, it's anecdotal at that point
Hmm.
because I said that's just one like 1% of a 1% of all people, but we're trying to solve a problem that affects all people.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I just feel like
but
kids should always go first. Before your significant other, I think kids should go. You should be your number one. That's I don't know.
yeah, the kids should take priority.
Yeah.
And then like I said, before the kids are here, the marriage should have priority.
Hmm.
Because the marriage has priority, that means relationships should take priority. And then if relationships take priority, that means you have to actually be in relationships. People aren't like they're not being in relationships in these times. Everyone wants to go through their whole phase and I'm saying live their best life and then settle down later.
Yo, Ryoka is giving a sub to Gabby. Let's go. Thank you,
Let's go.
Ryoka.
Bro, why is Gabby not a perma sub? Fake love.
She's
Fake
over
love.
there listening to the podcast in the other room. Hey,
uh,
thank you, bro. All right, what do you guys think
I
about what we talked about? But let's move on to the next subject. It's kind of related, isn't it?
Yeah, these like I think like the first three are all kind of related. They were gonna segue into each other because, like I said, I was thinking earlier about how I love talking to people and specifically women, and I was when was this? I think it's before Godzilla, so you may have seen it. But I asked a question on my Facebook, and I asked, I said, as a man, why would I get married? And
Oh
I
yeah.
started just like listing off some statistics about how like this is specifically for black marriage, but like 57% of marriages end in divorce these days, and then out of that 57 that ends in divorce, 80% of those divorces happen because women leave. Like women are the ones ending the relationship, and then a common counter argument people say for this is, oh well, what if men cheat? What if he cheat on her and that's why she left? It's like, well, there was a survey where they asked like a bunch of men and women, like, have you ever cheated on somebody in your life? And 27% of men admitted to cheating, and 24% of women admitted to cheating. So I put that in my post also. I said, why would I get married? 57% divorce rate, 80% of the time it's the woman who's leaving the man. And whether I cheat on her or she cheats on me, there is a roughly 25% chance that somebody will cheat in this relationship. Like, why would I ever want to get married knowing all these statistics? And the response I got for this question was, one, no one ever answered the fucking question. It was all just deflections and, well, what if this, what if that, or women go through women this, women that. It was all deflections. I never got my question answered. But of course, I played the game. I answered the women's questions, and one of them ended up like I was breaking down everything that men think about before we decide if we want to marry a woman. And a woman in response was a really good friend of mine. I won't say her name because I love her to death. But she responded. She was like, "Damn, you really mansplaining right now." And I was like, "Huh?" I was like, I'm talking to you about the one, the subject is men. Two, the way men think. Three, um the way straight men think about women. Like I fall into all of these categories of things that I'm talking about. So it goes to say I know what I'm talking about. And she's like, "Yep, you're mansplaining." It's like, well, damn, I didn't understand that looking at like men's point of view was mansplaining in this case.
And
Just
also, you're a straight man. Like, how else are you gonna explain
yeah,
something?
it's like, I'm a straight man talking about marrying another. I'm a straight black man talking about marrying a straight black woman. But because I like actually, I go like because I typed out my thought process, and you could see the way it was going. Now I'm mansplaining. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is mansplaining at this point? Like, because the previous definition I had was completely different than what I just got hit with. Because previously, when I got told like, "Oh yeah, you're mansplaining," it was essentially taking a subject, talking about it, like you're trying to dumb it down for the target audience, but in that process of simplifying it, you start talking about it incorrectly. I may have just mansplained that explanation to be real. But that's essentially what mansplaining is. It's pretty much it's just talking about something in an oversimplified way, in a sense to where it ends up being incorrect. That's what I thought mansplaining was. I didn't know I could be wrong as a straight black man talking about how straight black men think. I missed that memo.
Yeah, nobody can tell you how you think.
That shit was fucking crazy. I was hoping we'd have at least like maybe one or two women in the chat. Gabby's here. Gabby, what's mansplaining? But you probably Gabby's not traditional Western. Gabby. You got lucky, man.
any boys or girls in the chat? Any guys, male, female,
I hope
whatever?
we got.
Who's in the chat?
Yeah. What do y'all think mansplaining is? Because I got the totally wrong definition apparently. I'm taking a sip.
The baby rage. Nah, there's no babies in chat. We're drinking out here. You can't have babies when we're drinking. Oh, we were just talking about babies too.
Yes, I want to have a baby. I can't wait to have a baby, man.
Okay.
You and Gabby gotta have a baby. I can stop waiting.
Nah, we're both trying to get a better job, get our masters, then. But yeah, I'm gonna get another drink, vodka cranberry.
Send it.
This is literally what you always drink at clubs and bars.
Man, I miss the good old days, man. Going out every other weekend, hosting 3 times a week. I miss those days.
Yeah. Hey, June 15th.
Y'all still do it sometimes. I can't always be there.
Yeah, you live far, but it's not like we do it like we used to. You're not missing out too much. Because all we can do now is just play Smash. We can't have a giant party like we used to before COVID.
Like we normally do, yeah. Dang, nobody in the chat gonna talk about mansplaining? That's crazy. All y'all fake.
Maybe
all y'all fake.
Maybe the next topics are gonna pique your interest.
All right, we'll keep it rolling then. So that's what I pretty much that's what I was told about mansplaining. Mansplaining ain't real. See? No, well, actually, hang on. I'm gonna disagree because I have seen some shit mansplained, and like I said, when it goes like that definition where I said earlier, where you oversimplify something, and then you start being wrong about it. I've seen that happen all the time. Well, not all the time, but I have seen it happen enough to warrant mansplaining being real. I've seen it. People, as even like I work in IT. Header, you work in construction and on cars and shit. Like you've seen it.
Construction. What? Header works as a teacher. He's a teacher.
You be building shit. And I don't know, man. I think I met Header. He had a construction job.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
He was wearing like super heavy jeans, and he was talking about how he had to carry like 500 pounds of cement that day.
Yeah,
I don't know what
he was the maintenance worker.
He was building some shit. But yeah, man, like I've seen men talk to women and just like they talk and they rip.
I'm back.
Yeah, they just talking and they're just fucking blatantly wrong, and it's the most fun. It's the most funny shit. But anyway, I said all that to say this. I want to talk. Now I'm gonna talk about a concept. I was hoping I would segue better into this, but pretty much, yeah. People don't want to get married. Specifically, women don't want to get married. Only 24% of Black women are married and will marry ever in their life. So a huge reason that women they say that they don't want to get married is because they don't want to settle. Before I go into this 3-hour long rant on settling, how do you feel about it? Like what do you think of like the concept of women not wanting to settle?
First of all, I think when women say that, like they always say, I always see it on because I don't have much experience with it because I am in a committed relationship. But like when I see it on your Facebook, for example, you have a lot of single friends who comment on your posts and all that, and you talk about these issues. So all like it's not fair how they think that they need to have the perfect guy in order to get married to. And if the guy's not perfect, they feel like they're never going to settle. But then they say that, but then I feel like as the years go on, they're going to eventually have to settle. But they're not going to say that because they feel like they're in their mind they're worth way more than they actually are most of the time. Right? That's how I think about it.
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting today. Ah, let's go, Oz. You took the words like clean out of my my like the script. Yeah, man. It's like it's a women know who they want to marry. Like if you ask, this is something that Kevin Samuels does really well. He'll ask really specific questions, and it'll get to the bottom essentially of who women want. And a lot of times when asked these questions, like, okay, well, like, I won't go through the questions, but pretty much whenever he asks women the series of questions of like, who do you want to marry? It usually ends up being they want to marry, you know, what I'm saying the man who's 6 feet tall, makes six figures, and
Mm-hmm.
he's in shape. He runs his business, comes home, take care of the kids, blah 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 blah. Every woman on the planet, well, every woman in America slash the planet, they want this guy. They want the guy who has it all. But when it comes to what they bring to the table in order to get
Yeah.
that guy,
Yeah.
they ain't got shit.
Sometimes they don't even have a job.
Yeah, they don't bring anything to the table. They think just because they have looks, and you know what I'm saying, even a lot of women use their education as leverage for relationships. Like, oh yeah, well I went to college, or I got my PhD. I'm an
Oh.
RN, or I'm a lawyer, depending on like how old they are. But a lot of women use their education like in to sell themselves into relationships. And like guys, we tell them like, bro, we don't care about that.
Yeah, not really.
I don't care how much money
But
you have. I have my own money. Like,
I don't know because I have this friend who he has a master's now, and his deal breaker is if they don't have a master's, then I'm out. I don't even want to talk to them. And like, okay, he said it up front. But
yeah,
he literally like that's his mindset. But for example, like you said, if a woman does have an education and has a good job, that's bringing a lot to the table because when you first were explaining it, I was thinking of the high school girls back in my high school that are now single
mm-hmm.
moms. Bro, these girls they became pregnant young. Even if they weren't pregnant young, like they didn't go to college, they don't have they have kids but no job, and now they're just on Facebook every single day, just quote tweeting or just tweeting, quote posting or posting stuff like the perfect man does not exist, men are trash and all that. And
Mm-hmm.
that's annoying because they bring nothing to the table and they expect a man to bring everything to the table.
Yeah. Well, listen, this is where it gets a little bit not really controversial, but more picky, because like I said, all women, they want that guy who goes like he's above and beyond a regular guy. Like, he has six figures, blah 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 blah. He has all of those achievements and stuff. That's what attracts a woman. But what they don't account for is, like I said, like if all women want a guy making like the six figures, well, the average dude, like I said, this they looked this up, black stats, pretty black demographics. It's like the average dude only earns like $45,000 a year. So they're just overlooking every single
Mm.
dude pretty much in their life, waiting for Mr. Six Figures to come along. And whenever they look at everyday dudes, they're just like, nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. That's not what I want for myself. I don't want to settle.
I'm worth more than
When
this,
every
you know.
Yeah, like when every dude that you see in your life and interact with daily, like every single dude is settling for you, and you also don't bring anything to the table, it's kind of selfish, don't you think?
Hmm.
It's like, why am I not good enough? It's like, oh, like here's here's Mr. Like I said, here's Slaine. Slaine makes $50,000 a year. Slaine has a job and no kids, no baby mama drama, and he has all this shit going for him in life. He lives a very simple life. Can you marry him? Nah, he don't make six figures. He can't take care of me. Man, what do you do?
And you know
I
what?
work at the same hospital as Slaine.
You know what happens after? Eventually, the years go by, and then they're the ones who hit you up. Hey, Slaine, I'm sorry. Could you take me back?
Yeah. Yes, some years go by and I've gone through a few promotions in job. So now I don't make 50 no more. Now I make 60 or 70, possibly $80,000 a year. And now here you are, years older. Now you probably got a kid
Yeah.
or a couple kids, or now you're older and your body ain't as fine as it used to be, and now your knees and your back hurt. You done gained some weight. Like,
Dude, that happens so
oh, but now I'm
much.
not settling no more. Like you couldn't marry me, the same person from 5 years ago. You couldn't marry that dude. But now 5 years later, I'm saying he went up in status, you went down a little bit, and now it's, oh well, now you want to settle down. Nah,
No, that's yeah. Don't
this
fall for
is
that.
this is something. Yeah, but it's just so crazy, man. Like I've talked to so many women, all of who are like, oh, I just don't want to settle. Like they really don't have, like they don't expect much, pretty much. They don't expect much out of a guy. They just know they don't want to settle. But when you start asking them, okay, well, what do you expect out of a guy? Oh, well, he gotta take care of me. I don't want to pay a lot of bills if I have a husband. Like, okay, when you say a lot of bills, what do you mean? Oh, well, like, you want to pay half? They're like, nah, he got to pay 80%. He got to pay 80% of all the bills. Like, you know how much money that's gonna take? Take care of you, him, one, two kids. I want three. No, mom is. Yeah, you know how much money that's gonna take?
Man,
The man you want, like I said, and all of this is just theory. Like the man you want, in theory, has to make enough money for you, him, kid, possibly. Let's say two kids. Like you, him, two kids. You know how much money that's gonna take.
it's
That's
crazy.
6 figures right there. That's 6 figures alone. Like we haven't even gotten into what else you expect in a man. Your first expectation is he take care of you and the kids. That's 6 figures. If we can't get past that, you can't date him, right? That's how this works. It's a deal breaker. That's what we call a deal breaker. So it's a deal breaker if he doesn't make 6 figures, but he can't have potential for 6 figures. No, we need that now. I need that
Mm.
up front. He got to take care of me, and then we got a kid. Take care of the kid. Kid number two. He got to be able to do all of that up front. Plus, I got three
I got
dollars.
$3.
Right. So if this is another thing I got called for mansplaining about, it's like you want this man, and your only expectation is he takes care of you. But you don't know what that entails. Because if the very first question is, well, what does it take to take care of you? 6 figures. So every dude in your life who doesn't make 6 figures is automatically disqualified. Yeah.
Hey,
All right. I see you when
I,
you're.
g- I
I see you
gotta
when you're 30.
I gotta respect the hustle sometimes, because sometimes those women know what they're going for. Those women are going for sugar daddies, and those sugar daddies know it's. And when I say sugar daddies, I'm talking about the old rich white people, and all
Mm-hmm.
they want is just beautiful girls next to them, and then all the girls want is money. So it makes perfect sense for them. But me and you right now, we're talking about the girls who don't want to settle, and they're the ones who are saying, "I want this perfect guy." Not a sugar daddy, a perfect husband, a perfect whatever. And then eventually the years go by, like we said, and then they do nothing with their lives, and then they come back to the
Yeah.
guy, and they're like, please take me
And now
back.
it's not settling no more. Like
Yeah,
now, all of a sudden, it's not settling just because some time went by.
basically, yeah. Chupi,
Yeah,
Ryoka,
they just want a sugar daddy.
Hera, anybody in chat, what do you guys have to say? Like, have you been through a bad relationship, a bad woman that you've met? I don't know. Someone who expected a
Yeah.
lot more from you that you couldn't give them, and they left. I don't know, because that's not fair either. If you expect your significant other to do all this much and you can't even do that, that's not fair.
Well, no, because I think that's just human nature. We pick up where others lack. That's human nature. It's like we like to we bond with others so they can pick up where we lack. So if women, I said, women can't take care of themselves and a full family by themselves. You just can't. Like you can't. Well, let me scratch that. You won't, because yeah, there are women out there who got money and can take care of an entire family. It's rare, but they're there. So I can't say that they can't, but they won't. Most women don't want to. Most women don't want to pay bills for their lives. Most women don't even want to work after they have kids. So it's fine. You can want what you want, but like somebody's gonna have to. Like you ain't gonna be living for free. You ain't gonna be living for free.
Yeah.
So now you got to find a man, and the man got to make up where you lack, which is money. And if every man don't make the money that you lack, and you see that as settling, well, now you're just never gonna have a man. It all comes full circle. You ain't never gonna have a man, but you definitely gonna still be fucking. Don't get me wrong. You'll never be married. You'll never have any type of meaningful relationship or commitment. But you'll still be out here. You'll still be fucking. You'll still be having kids out of wedlock. 70% of us, and then we'll grow up without our fathers and mothers in the house, and they'll grow up to ain't be shit and internalize all of that hatred for the other sex, and it'll just continue.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
It'll just continue. And you know who wins? You know who wins after all of this? After all of our households are just broken down to women hating men and men having sex with women and never marrying them. Who wins? The sugar daddies. All the rich white men who get to fuck the women of the world and never marry them and give them children, and then they go settle with Mr. $45,000 a year. Them the niggas that be winning.
Wait, they're talking about Mamas Luchonas in the chat?
Mamas Luchonas?
Isn't that a positive thing? What do you mean? Because Mamas Luchonas is like a hardworking mother, no? Oh, those hot Cheeto girls.
The hot Cheeto.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the girls on PE back in high school where they were just walk the mile eating hot Cheetos? You talking about those?
Bro, I'm so lost. What is happening? I don't even know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
Yeah, they all have kids now.
More. Oh yeah, they definitely got kids. They got ran through
with the gray sweatpants who would just walk the mile.
It's basically single moms. Yep, single moms raise single moms, and then they blame men for having for hating women and making everybody single moms.
Oh, I get what they're saying now. They're saying Mamas Luchonas are those girls who basically say they don't need a man and all that, and then they're all ugly, like they don't have anything, they don't have a job, they got nothing to bring to the table. They just got the hot Cheetos in Arizona.
It's just the hot Cheetos in Arizona. That's funny, man. That's funny. The worst part about that is too, man. Like I see plenty of just beautiful women who, like, if they had wifely qualities, they would 100% be marriage material. They just don't have the wifely qualities, which is kind of important because that's what guys want.
Yeah.
Guys don't want shit in life, but all I want is a woman with wifely qualities who tells me I'm cute from time to time and who will rub my hair when I'm sleeping. That's all you gotta bring to the table.
What do you think?
Talk to me nice.
What do you think is more rare? A loyal man or a loyal woman? What's more rare?
Well, like I said, both people cheat at a rate of like 25% roughly. For the direct answer is men. 27% of men cheat, 24% of women do. So the answer is 27% of niggas ain't shit. And that's a big enough percentage to where they can say all men ain't shit.
Exactly. So what my next question was, who's more outspoken? Women. They're the ones who get to blame all the men.
But you see where it's fucked up? 27% of niggas cheat. That leaves like 73% good niggas. But you never hear about them.
No.
You only hear about the 27% of niggas who ain't shit. And then let's say women, they break up with you, they leave the household, they raise their children, and then their daughters become single mothers, and then they raise single mothers, and then they all blame men. Mm-hmm. They all blame 27% of men. So 73% of us suffer because 27% of niggas ain't shit, and then all of women raise single moms to hate men.
I just thought of something. So let's say Slaine, you right now, you post on Twitter, I'm looking for the perfect girl, and then you post a bunch of like a list of what the perfect girl would be.
Oh, I'm all kinds of misogynist.
Exactly. Okay, let's say a woman does this.
I'm all kinds of misogynist.
Let's say a woman does this. What happens then?
How dare I have expectations from my woman? Like, how dare I have preference? I am a privileged cis hetero. I don't even know all of the fucking titles I got no more.
So let's say a woman does this. A woman says, "I
Like
want the
I'm a
perfect guy."
privileged cis heterosexual male in a Western country dominated in a
Privilege.
misogynist society. I don't get to have preference. I don't get to make a list of things I would expect out of the human being I'm risking half of my entire life for.
Yeah, let's say a
No more.
woman does that though. What would the comments section be like? It'd be like, "Yes, queen. Yeah, we're here to support
Oh
you,"
yeah,
and all that.
women do this. Women do this. They go on talk shows. They have their own podcast. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter with the threads. Women do this all the time, where they can just break down all of their preferences and expectations that they have for a man, and the list will be as long as the fucking West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
List will be long as fuck. You got to be Superman to get with this woman. Meanwhile, yeah, like, you got to be Superman to get with that woman. And then, not even just that woman, every woman wants that same guy.
Mm-hmm.
Every woman has their own list, and that same guy is the guy who qualifies. So they're all competing for him. Meanwhile, Captain $50,000 a year, nah, they don't want to settle.
New doubles
They don't want
partner.
to settle for him.
Better than Nitro, bruh. The
New bills.
chat. Hey, facts though.
They
It's
don't want to
facts.
settle for him.
Nah, Jay, stop hurrying me to have kids, or else I'm not gonna host anymore. So you better think twice.
Over kids?
I'm not gonna host until my kid is like 5.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, no, no.
Like, nah, man, we having sleepovers. We gonna all be there. Look, I'm a babysit for the weekend. You and Gabby, y'all go somewhere nice. I'm saying have a nice dinner. So we gonna babysit. I'm gonna teach them how to do Fox Tech.
That's one thing. That's one thing that I am grateful for. That we have a lot of potential babysitters.
Oh yeah, I'll babysit any day, not on the weekend and before 9 p.m.
The baby rage.
Let's go. I gotta say he ain't babysitting.
I ain't. No, no. I mean, once they go to school, I'll send them to your school. You'll take care of them then. Legally, you'll have to take care of them.
Professional babysitter. Got him.
Oh, el perrito? Yeah, I just got a new dog. Dobby. Dobby. But we can move on to the next one if you'd like.
Wait, you have a new dog?
Yeah. Nitro was going to give Dobby away, so I got Dobby.
Oh.
Yeah, look. Dobby. Dobby.
What the fuck?
Dobby.
Eric! Why was he giving Dobby away?
Because Dobby is technically his brother's, and his brother doesn't want him anymore. Dobby, come. Look, this is Dobby.
Oh, that's tragic.
Come. Come. Let me lift him up.
Dobby is not happy with this shit. Oh, look at the boy. Look at the boy.
One on the headset? Alright, alright. Dobby, they want to hear you.
Dobby, speak. Give me the knowledge.
He's shy, he's shy. the dog emotes in the chat. Yeah, he's a good boy. He sleeps all night. He doesn't bark at all, and he's very nice with people.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I know Dobby a little bit. Whenever he's not licking me in the face on Nitro's couch.
He's a Cocker Spaniel, yeah, Chuppy, yeah.
All right, yeah, we're gonna roll over to this next topic. This is one that you brought up. So I'm
so heated about this. I'm so heated about this next one. Okay, so in the chat, you guys know what a Justice Warrior is, right? It's all the people, basically, who how would you explain it, Slaine? First of all, a social justice warrior.
They're just political trolls, the way I see it. Like they ridicule certain behavior, and then they do something either like hypocritical, or they do something that is just as bad as the thing that we're condemning.
Yeah, an example of it that always comes to my mind is the fact that they canceled Speedy, you know, the little, I don't know if you know Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez?
Yeah. So he's this Mexican rat, and people were trying to cancel him because he was a stereotypical Mexican and all these stereotypical things that he had. and Mexicans were like, bro, like let him be. He's like, I'm Mexican, I'm not offended. Like, why would you be offended when I'm not offended? So it's those people who get offended for things that they shouldn't be offended about, and they post it all over social media and all that. So those people. So what I'm talking about is a social distancing warrior. Okay, so I kind of changed the J for the D. Wait, pause. I changed the justice for the distancing. So what I'm talking about is people who are, bro. This happened a lot back when COVID was really high. These people would post on all over social media. They would tweet. They would post on Facebook, whatever. Don't go out of your house. If you go out to eat at a restaurant, you are spreading the disease. You are the worst person. You don't care about people. You don't care about anything. Just go die, basically. And then these same people would go out of their way and do stuff, and they would not post it. They'd be all like hush hush about it. And right now it's happening because I came up with I thought about this because there's a local in Temecula, a smash local, and so many people go to it now. There's like 50 people now, and I'm like personally, COVID is down. Like I don't mind. I personally don't mind the people that go. I have no issue with them. My issue is the people that go and then they tweet and they post on Facebook saying stuff like COVID numbers are like horrible. Like if you leave your house, you're a bad person. I hate those people, dude. Like for example, Ryoka, I don't have a problem with you because you were never like a person who would post on social media about how good of a person you are because you're home and you're staying home and you go to the tournaments. Like okay, that's fine. You never posted about it, but other people go to the tournaments and then they get mad at people on social media about going out of their house, and it's so annoying, dude. I just get heated.
That's fucking funny, yo. I don't know nobody like that. Everybody I know are responsible adults and they know not to be outside unnecessarily. That's fucking hilarious that people like that exist where they'll go online and just dog people, I
They
guess.
make themselves seem perfect, like Ryoka said. On online, they seem like the perfect person who stays home 24/7. They never leave their house. They have a mask and gloves 24/7 in their house, and then they're the ones going to locals and stuff. And I don't know. I just can't. I just can't.
Yeah, if it's really that bad, was like this is the point of just full blown hypocrisy. I already
I
got
already got
COVID.
COVID. I'm already vaccinated, but like I know two people who were not vaccinated who are these people that I'm talking about, and they went to the tournament.
I already had COVID. I got the antibodies. I'm not gonna get it again. I can be in public. Like, man, people
Dude,
I hate people.
remember when COVID back when it was really bad in like last year, sorry, May, last summer basically it was all bad. And then people would shame other people for going to restaurants and all that. And it's like, bro, like I just went like next door and grabbed a burrito and you're shaming me for that? I don't know. I never got offended or anything. It's just that it's everybody's personal opinion. That's my take on it.
Man, so, bro, I just went next door and got a burrito. You in a room with 50 other sweaty ass, no deodorant wearing, no shower in sight ass. I ain't even gonna roast them like that, bro. Like, you know who you in this room with, and you know some of them are probably carriers. Don't do it.
I don't mind if you go to a tournament. That's your choice, but don't post that you're such an angel on social media.
Can't wait to sell deodorant the next major, bro. I'm pulling up with I'm gonna go to Costco and get the full fucking like the 30 pack of Old Spice and just start selling them. Like, what's up, man? I got $5. $5. Hey man, look, a whole ass to $5. $5, man. No, they're not gonna buy deodorant because they don't wear it. But you know what I am gonna sell? Water.
Yeah, that could
Plus,
sell. Yo, the next major though, that's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna be sitting right in front of Genesis at the trunk of my car. Hey, bro, I got water. You know, it's like $5 in there. I got you, bro. Come on.
You're gonna be chilling with TK.
I'm chilling with TK. I fucking hate y'all. Y'all are fucking mean, bro.
But yeah, that was my point. I just hate people who try to be angels and perfect when nobody's perfect, man.
Facts. All right, let's roll. This is another one of your topics. You brought this one up. I didn't want to talk about it. This is one of the things I really didn't want to talk about on the show. But you know what? Fuck it.
It's a controversial one for sure. So if you guys didn't know, this past week, the Cash Me Outside girl, back when that video went viral, I don't know if you guys remember that video. It was this girl on Dr. Phil saying "Cash Me Outside," and
They
there
know
were
who she is.
remixes. Yeah, everybody knows who
There's
she
no
is.
fucking way you don't know who she is.
So
The
she
Catch
was.
Me Outside.
How
You know
about
who
that?
this is.
How about that? So she was 14 in that video, if you can believe that. So this was back then. So now she just turned 18. Yeah, she's a hot Cheeto girl too, with the Arizona. She just turned 18, and like in the same week she turned 18, she made an OnlyFans, and that made records. Like there's never been a biggest OnlyFan, um, like account that's gone so big. In 6 hours, she made $1 million, and she posted it all over
Bro,
social media. She's proud of it, whatever. And it's just crazy to think how many people thought about her sexually before she turned 18. Because it's not like between when she turned 18 and then the second day when she made the OnlyFans, then all of a sudden people were excited to see her and excited for her body and all that. Like, bro, they've been dreaming about this when she was 17, 16, 15, and that's crazy, and it's kind of scary. Bro,
I'm gonna give another hot take. I had a chair, bro. I'm gonna give you a hot take. Watch out, go sponsor our OnlyFans. Oh my god, what the fuck were words? I'm gonna give a hot take. Why I had to go find this OnlyFans. This girl, fucking, what's her real name? I don't care about her real name. Bhad Bhabie. I'm calling her Bhad Bhabie. She's a fucking genius. I haven't seen somebody
yeah, it's not her fault.
who exploit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen. I haven't seen someone exploit their public image to this degree since like who is that girl with the Belle Delphine?
Uh-huh.
She's better than Belle Delphine at this point. Because I said she had her little 15 seconds of fame when she was 14. A lot of people on like no one knows anybody else from Dr. Phil's show. We don't give a fuck about none of Dr. Phil's other guests, but everybody remembers Bhad Bhabie from being 14. Since she's been 14, she was also a rapper.
Yeah.
And I think she's had like over 4 years, she's had like 4 songs go platinum.
Wow.
Like she is somebody. She's signed to a record label. I don't know exactly which one, but she's signed. She just turned 18 and she's already had fame. She's working on her fortune. She's her public image is out there, but it's not necessarily in a negative light. It's just depending on how you see it. And now she did probably something that's everyone saw it coming, but there was no way to stop it.
Yeah.
She turned 18 and now she can legally sell her sexuality, which is what she's been doing it all along. Like it was illegal. Like it was illegal when she was 14, but she was doing it because it sells. It sells. So now she can legally sell her sexuality. She ain't got she ain't got to put it on a download no more. She ain't got to limit the way she interacts with people and stuff. Nah, she can just right there on the table. Buy my OnlyFans. Look at my titties. Pay me $200 every time you look at my titties, and it's gonna sell because people love brand new 18-year-old titties, and people love whenever like the taboo things. When you're not supposed to have something, it's when you want it the most. And she managed to weaponize that and sell it. The reason her OnlyFans thing is such a big deal is because she hit. Like I said, she sold her OnlyFans. I think it was like $23 per subscriber, right? And then once you subscribe, you can donate up to like $500 a day. I think it's how it works. The previous record had been the fastest $1 million was
Bella Thorne.
24 hours.
Yeah,
by Bella Thorne,
which is a Disney.
And when she did it, she hold people. Yeah, when she did it, she fucked it up for everybody. Like OnlyFans changed the rules because of Bella Thorne. So now here comes Bhad Bhabie, who's on a nerfed OnlyFans. And not only did she do the 1 million, she shattered the record. 1 million in 6 hours versus 24 hours. When people have people can there's a limit. There's a lower limit on how much one person can spend on
because of Bella
She
Thorne.
hit the higher threshold in 8 times less the amount of time. This girl's a fucking genius.
And
And she's just getting started. She made a million in 6 hours. She's just getting started.
she's gonna get that every
She hasn't
month.
promoted any.
Every month.
Yeah, like this is gonna be every month. She's gonna do different things. She's gonna do different promotions. She's gonna get better at this because that's just what happens when you do something. Like you practice it, you get better at it. Bro, this girl is about to take sex work and OnlyFans to an entirely different height. And I think like people's main outlook on this is they're angry at the men.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh my god, all of these dudes who are buying her OnlyFans are predators and they're creeps. She just turned 18, blah 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 blah. You can't say that, okay? No, she like I said, she just turned 18. She probably she definitely already had a fan base. But to say everybody who pay for her shit is a creeper, like no, it's just not fair to the dudes who did it. You know what I'm saying, who did proper shit.
I'm pretty sure there were a lot of dudes who were just waiting for her to turn 18, but like
yeah, of course, there's always that small percentage of niggas who ain't shit. But again, it doesn't outweigh the majority, the general.
In my opinion,
so of all of these, of all of like this is the way I see it, right? So dudes spend money people spend money on things that they want return from, essentially. Bhad Bhabie is probably one of the best investments you can spend money on right now. Fresh 18-year-old titties from a fine bitch who knows she fine, who knows she all that, and she's weaponizing that to sell her fineness. If it wasn't so fucking weird, I would buy her OnlyFans. Like if I knew for a fact that it wasn't fucking like, yeah, it's not an investment in the traditional sense of the word, but I mean, like, if you wanted to spend your money and then the shit you're spending your money on, if you want to get back what you feel like your money's value is, Bhad Bhabie's titties are probably one of those things. I'm just saying.
Okay, what if you said that last week? She'd be 17.
Well, last week she wasn't 18, so it's different. Like I said, there's that context. She just turned 18, which means it's fine for her to sell her sexuality now versus last week. But at the same time, I'm not one of those dudes who was sitting in the corner of my room talking about, I can't wait till Bhad Bhabie turn 18. She gonna start her OnlyFans. I'm gonna be the first one to buy her titties. Like, no.
Cancel Slaine.
Like a week ago, I would have been ready to fight somebody talking about buying pictures of Bhad Bhabie's titties. But like I said, she's 18 now. She's a grown ass fucking adult. She's making decisions for herself, and she's making decisions that I can respect.
Fresh meat.
Because she's taking something that in general was a bad thing, like predatory men and selling sex were traditionally like things that were seen as bad. And she's taking it to a whole nother level. $1 million in 6 hours? I don't think any man can replicate that.
I mean, no. Nobody,
like legally.
Nobody buys.
Like no man can replicate that legally. This bitch is hustling out here. She took an idea that she knew because she could sell. She harnessed, like, I don't want to say harnessed. She took the idea, she solidified it, and she sold it. She sold that shit, bro. Like,
all I'm saying is, this might be legal, but morality wise, I don't know, because like you said, last week she was a kid, and literally 1 week later she's a grown adult. That doesn't sit right with me. It's kind of weird.
This is the thing about it.
It's legal.
You have to separate. You have to separate who she is from what she's doing. From a morality standpoint, yes, like just turned 18. She's mentally still stunted as that same kid. She hasn't had a chance to live life, make adult decisions, experience adult consequences, and to learn from that. She's still a kid, even though she's 18 years old, and that by definition means she's an adult. Yes. But I said on the other side, this is a very adult decision she's making right now.
Stop saying kid.
This thing that she's doing, she turned 18 years old, and her very first decision as an adult is to make fucking money off being an adult.
I feel like there's something weird about that. Not wrong, weird about that.
Well, it's weird because being an adult in her context is selling sex.
She knows. Yeah, she's a
When you say
genius.
it
You
like
know.
that, oh yeah, she's selling sex and she just turned 18. It sounds tragic. But again, when you rephrase it as she's an 18-year adult, she's a brand new adult. She made an adult decision, and now she's profiting off being an adult.
I'm
That's all she's making money
no.
off being an adult.
I'm
She
not.
has no skills. She has no career path. She is
Yeah.
making millions simply from being an adult. That is the most gangster shit I can explain.
I'm not like all my I guess my weirdness from out of this situation is nothing from her because she's getting her bag. Like it's the guys that are buying this that were looking forward to this. Okay, the guys that were looking forward to
Again,
this.
they're the small percent though. Those
But
guys
those
you're
guys
talking
are
about
weird to me.
are a
Those
small
guys,
percent.
they're I don't think they're the small percentage because like as soon as she turned 18, all of a sudden she got a million. That's a lot of dudes.
Yeah,
And it's not her
you want
fault.
to know how?
It's not her fault.
Because I said it's a small percent of dudes who were waiting for her to turn 18. Small percent of dudes. Those dudes told other dudes, "Oh hey, look, Bad Bobby's 18. She got an OnlyFans. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy her too. She got titties. She 18." And then that guy told another guy, "Hey, did you see this 18-year-old
In 6
OnlyFans?
hours, I don't believe that. No.
Hey, did you see this guy's OnlyFans?" Well, I said it wasn't all in it wasn't in 6 hours. But let me go back and read this.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them knew her before then, and they fantasized about her body before she turned 18, and that weirds
March
me out.
26th.
That weirds me out.
Okay, yeah. So she turned 18 on March 26th, according to that article. But I don't think her OnlyFans went up maybe like 2 days ago, something. When was this?
But yeah, Chupi, her
It doesn't. Yeah,
that $1 million is taxable income. Yeah, it's taxed.
Yeah, it's taxable. She's making. I'm not subscribed. I'm never gonna subscribe. I'm never gonna subscribe because I'm one of those guys who knew her as a kid, so it's taboo for me to buy her shit. I'm never gonna do it. I refuse to be that. Nah,
I'm pretty
no.
sure it's not the.
I don't,
It's not the small minority. I would say like maybe I don't even know the percentage. I would say most of it would be the guys who knew her before she was an adult, and that's kind of weird.
okay.
It's not illegal. It's weird to me. I don't know. You don't have to agree with me, but it's just kind of weird.
No, I hear what you're saying. It's weird for those guys, but if we're gonna do it like that, then we can talk it like this. Those guys are weird as fuck, but because those guys are weird and exploitable, she's able to make money simply off being an adult.
Yeah, and she's doing. I mean, Slaine is
so
weird.
When it comes to the situation, I'm saying is I'm looking at the situation as a situation. I'm not everybody in the equation is not a human to me. Like I guess that's how I'm looking at it. I'm weird. I'm not weird, bro. Because I don't see these people as people.
Show me your phone. Do you have OnlyFans?
I don't have the app. I don't have.
Oh, you know there's an app though. You knew there was an app.
I mean, yeah, I know what OnlyFans is. People talk about it all day, every day, everywhere. But changing the title to gifting Bad Baby OnlyFans, no sir. But yeah, I don't even see them as people. All I see is the situation. All I see in this situation is, oh yeah, she turned 18 years old, and the first thing she did was monetize being 18 years old. That's some shit that, like, deep down, I wish I could replicate. If I could go back to 18-year-old me and be like, look, bro, as soon as you turn 18, all you got to do is tell the world, hey, look at me. And they will give you $1 million in 6 hours. I couldn't do that shit. Nobody gave a fuck about me. Nobody care about a 18-year-old black kid born out of wedlock, straight out of high school.
So if you were Bhad Bhabie, you would do the same thing, right? I mean, I would too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would do too. Like, who wouldn't?
Absolutely.
$1 million for that? But like, she has like it's not. I'm not faulting her at all. It's not her fault that men see her this way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't tell my daughter to go the Bhad Bhabie route. Like, obviously, but that's because I would have some kind of emotional tie. If I was talking to somebody else's daughter, like if I could go back into a high school and like stand like the auditorium,
cancel Slaine. He's trying to see your daughter.
If I could stand in an auditorium of impressionable 16-year-old high school girls, I would get in front of the podium. I would get the microphone. Mic check, mic check. All right, look. All y'all gotta do in this world is show your titties, and you will get $1 million. All right, now go to class.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. That's it. All you gotta do is get on the internet and show your titties. and
Don't let
people will
Slaine
hand you
talk
a
to them.
million
Yeah,
dollars.
Slaine is not babysitting my kids anymore. Oh, my daughter. If I have a boy, maybe. Yeah.
Well, no, because I'm gonna have an emotional attachment to my little niece or nephew, so it's gonna be different. I'm saying other people, kids who I don't give a fuck about. Oh yeah, they can go out here and sell titties. I don't care about them.
Show your titties, Slaine.
Show my titties.
I
It
mean,
don't work for me. I'm a
yeah,
man.
it's not gonna be
I'm a
a
cis
million.
hetero black man in America. It don't work for me.
Yeah. Okay. This brings me up to the next question in the chat, and Slaine, you, what do you think? Because there's, dude. Okay, I'll explain my position in this after. So, what do you think? Is it easier for a guy to make it on Twitch and grow faster, or a woman? So, a man or woman? What's easier to grow on
On
Twitch?
Twitch,
Actually, no,
I
as a
think
streamer.
it's
Sorry, as a streamer, anywhere. So, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, anything.
I think it's easier to grow as a female. Like if you're just starting from nothing, you definitely grow as a female faster because pretty privilege is a thing, and I said the majority of consumers for streaming is males, and
Yep,
males are just naturally attracted to female represented content more so than males. So it's easier to grow as a female. But I do think if you want to be like one of the top streamers and a top consistent streamer, being guys
yep.
have a higher ceiling for growth. Girls grow faster. Guys have a higher ceiling for growth.
That's true. But on the average, I think a woman, it's easier for women on the average to just.
Oh yeah, if you're a girl, like that's really all you gotta do. Just get on Twitch, like show some chest, be okay at games, and
Yeah.
you'll get a couple hundred to 1,000 subscribers, depending on how pretty you are.
I thought those were Pokemon emotes. I was like, yeah. I mean, Pokemon is
No,
not.
these are senpai.
That's
Yeah, these are still
senpai.
senpais. Bro, why do you
Hera,
have these? Man,
Hera.
shake your head, damn.
He's still
Like
subscribed,
that,
dude.
like I don't know if y'all remember Twitch from like 4 years ago, before we had all of like the women drama and all of the rules imposed on women. But bro, like 4 years ago, women on Twitch, bro, like it was blatant. Like you had like the Casey Trons and the I don't even remember the other ones. Casey Trons is the one from I remember. But yeah, they would aim the cameras like at their cleavage while they're playing the game,
Yeah,
or you see like the dance streams, or
yeah.
they were doing squats for subs, and what was the other one? I think like one like they were doing like body paint before the body paint rules came to Twitch, and it'd be like just they'd be full nude painting their bodies, and they would have like stamps and stuff over vital areas, we'll say. But yeah, bro, it was super easy to just be a girl, get on Twitch, and
Wait,
have a couple hundred or a couple thousand viewers and subs.
it's actually nothing's changed. Did you see what happened with Mango this week?
All I know is Mango got banned for a while. I think he stopped drinking.
No.
Mango's streaming right now.
Yeah, he's unbanned now. He got banned for
Oh,
three
what happened
days.
to Mango?
So Mango got drunk on stream, whatever, and he grabbed an anime statue. Oh, I got one right here. Not anime, but he grabbed an anime girl with a stand, just like this one, and then he humped
Mm-hmm.
it. So, but he humped the stand. He and this is his defense is that he did not hump the back of the girl. He humped the stand, and humping the stand got him banned for 3 days. And then during those 3 days, he posted on Twitter all these girls who were in hot tub on Twitch. Like on Twitch, there's so many girls in hot tubs. They're all just there, literally just chilling, getting money from chat. And he's mad that, oh, look, you allow this on Twitch, but you don't allow me just humping a stand. And it's just, I don't know. It
Yeah,
reminded me of that.
Twitch's terms and like Twitch's rules are subject to an entire podcast.
Yeah.
But I said I do one women I do think women get more leniency on Twitch when it comes to the rules and
Show
stuff,
how he did it.
and they definitely get more leniency on rules, and that's kind of just another factor that works into why it's so easy for them to just get on Twitch, grow a little bit, and just do that to make enough money to pretty much do what you want.
So let's say Slaine, let's say you grew up as a, I don't know. I feel like white women get the most attention on Twitch. So you're a white woman. you have a nice body, whatever, and would you be okay with like selling your body like that on Twitch for money? You would get a lot of money. So
Me? Absolutely. Look, man, if I was a girl, I would be a hoe. Okay? I would sell myself until the wheels fell off of me. That's
what?
Look, man, I can say this because I don't have the trauma that comes with sex for a lot of women. So like I said, that I can't really speak to that experience literally. But oh yeah, hypothetically in my mind, oh yeah, if I was a girl, I would sell myself until I was the fucking Jeff Bezos of selling pussy. I it would start. I got a plan. Look, I would start young, right? Fucking old men for money, and then after I get older, and then I learn, oh shit, I can sell nudes. I'm gonna sell nudes for money, and then I'm gonna find the market of niggas who buy feet. Oh, I don't got to be naked no more. I can just sell feet pictures. Yes, yes, I will sell my feet pictures. And then the sugar daddy comes, and he don't even want no sugar. He just want to look at my feet and touch my feet in real life. He don't want the pictures no more. I can sell my feet for a couple, like for a sugar daddy. And then the OnlyFans wave rolls around. I get to do it again. I can sell my nudes on OnlyFans, and then devolve to feet. And then I can do the customer meetups and the sub meetups. Well, yeah, you gonna pay me
You already
to
have a
see
business
me.
plan, and that's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's that easy. I'm coming up with this on the fly. This is off the top of my head. I'm coming up with all of this sitting in this chair right now. It's that easy. But again, I don't have all of the trauma
The
that comes
assets.
with those
You don't have the
sexual
assets
encounters.
either.
Yeah,
You don't have the goodies.
because there's definitely gonna be some fucking weirdos. There are gonna be some guys, you know what I'm saying, who probably gonna assault me along the way, and now I'm not gonna want to do sex work anymore. Blah blah blah. Look, man, there's a lot of money in the sex industry, and women ain't getting married no way. So I mean, might as well
That was the plan off the dome.
shake some ass. Damn.
You hire a bodyguard. Oof. Dang, and any other last thoughts about this? That was a nice talk.
Hire a bodyguard. I got a pistol. I don't miss. So you thought I was a fox man for all these years for nothing? No, sir. Shooting straight lasers. All right. Yeah, I'm done. I got the aim assist, boy. What was that shit for COD?
Yeah, the
That
aim assist.
it was the aimbot.
You got
That
the
was what for
aimbot?
Call of Duty. It was like a really popular aimbot for I think like Modern Warfare 2. I don't remember. But all right, look, man. When are y'all watching this movie? Because I want to talk
So
about
I'm
it.
watching it tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah, y'all are going to theaters, you fucking weirdos.
But you know what? So I was gonna talk about this movie. I know you brought it up, but I was gonna talk about it because it's so relevant to today. Because there's a bunch of headlines that it's the number one movie that, you know how theaters were gonna shut down, and like it was scary for theaters, for AMC and all that, Regal. And with Kong, they're actually like, I feel like the stocks are gonna rise up this week because it's so popular and it's so successful in theaters. I think 300 million, 300 million in a week, which is unheard of in COVID. I feel like it's a good investment if you want to do stocks right now. I don't know. Slaine is the stock knows more about that than me, but I feel like it brought back movie theaters.
I wouldn't buy movie theater stock just because one movie did really well, because you still have other movies that aren't doing so well. So just I would sit. I would wait.
Wait, Slaine, you're being an SDW? Come on, you went to Vegas. That's true.
Oh, you know what? That's facts. Hey, look, that was different. All right, I was.
No, are you vaccinated?
You got me.
Nope. So it's not.
You got me. I was capping. You got it. You got it. Man, that's different though. Being in Vegas with all that space versus being into a theater.
Nah,
where
it's
everyone's
not.
like,
nah, come on. It's all the same. If you go outside your house, SDW say it's all the same, and you're a bad person.
So you're a bad. You went over the stoop. You left the stoop. Oh nah. You gotta die. You can't.
Yeah, you're so
You
selfish.
deserve to get every strain. Nah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, look, no spoilers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this movie was probably the I enjoyed watching this movie more than I've enjoyed watching anything else during COVID. Like any show I've seen, any movie. I'm not gonna include anime in that, but
Hmm.
any real like TV show or movie that I've seen during COVID, Godzilla versus Kong was better.
Well, there was no movies during
So,
COVID.
well, yeah, there are no new movies.
Yeah.
I mean, like on Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, all of that jazz.
So it's a good
Yeah,
movie.
bro, it's a good movie. It's a great movie, and if you like the kaiju's, like you'll love the movie. They put a lot of stuff into this movie that you're probably gonna have to watch a YouTube video to figure out it was a reference to something because
Oh,
it was just slick.
I love watching those videos. We play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah. Hey, kaiju's, we playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, I'm finna drop Zeus. I'm finna drop Zeus. Yeah, man. Oh my
Well,
god,
that's
it was such a
true.
good fucking movie,
And
man.
there's
But
also
I
there.
can't.
Uh-huh.
I can't even talk about it without spoilers because I've already talked about it with like my coworkers and my roommates. So I'm trying to really just watch what I say because I don't want to spoil anything. But oh, it was so good, man.
Let's talk about
Y'all
it
gotta go
tomorrow
watch
after we watch it in the chat. I also feel like
it.
it's also doing good because
Tomorrow.
there's no new good movies. Yeah, there's like no new movies right now. It's the first actual like good new movie, and that's why it's doing so good.
Yeah, it's doing so good. It's the only movie. That's why people like got shit else to do but watch this one.
Yeah, and I like. What do you think the future is gonna look like for movies? Do you think they're gonna be released online like this one and also in theaters, or what do you think?
Yeah, I like this business plan. I think so. Two things actually. Movies being released immediately to the like to watch at home, and I think a lot of studios are gonna do that thing that the Justice League movie did, where they have the 2 hour movie and they're gonna sell that one first, and then they're gonna come out with the what I'm saying the director's cut or the Jack Snyder cut, unlimited Blade Works edition, whatever the fuck they want to call it, where they're gonna start they're gonna start releasing like 5 hour movies, and
Really?
it's gonna be hype. I'm all for it because if they start releasing 5 hour movies, maybe they'll do some remakes of movies that deserve to be 5 hours.
So did you watch the new one, the Snyder Cut?
I did not. I don't care for DC heroes at
Okay.
all.
Because I've been trying and I'm still like 1 hour away from finishing it and it's so bad. But it's just DC. Like it's nothing because of it's 4 hours. It's
Yeah,
just
like
DC.
the DC universe is it's just dark and boring. Like all of their heroes are just meh.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
I
think
don't
so. I
know.
think it's the way they portray the heroes. It's so boring. You know how? So basically, in the movie, you get introduced to all these characters. They show a scene of their origin story, just literally like one scene, and
Hmm.
then it's like you're supposed to know them now. But in Marvel, like you get a whole movie, you get a bunch of movies, and you get to know them better, get attached to them. But in DC, they
Yeah,
expect you to get attached to them from one scene.
yeah. I don't know. You said Cyborg. Don't look, man. Look, the Teen Titans. I forgot they even DC. I love the Teen Titans for like the cartoon, but I don't know anything about the real like the comic book Teen Titan. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
me
much
too.
about them at all. I'm sorry. I just don't. But
I'm glad he was included
yeah,
though.
like the DC, like the movies and their shows, I just didn't have any interest in them because I didn't watch the Snyder cut. I just don't care about him, bro. Like Aquaman is the lamest superhero to ever exist. He got some cool powers, but as a superhero, he's probably the lamest nigga to ever exist. Wonder Woman is there for representation. Superman was Superman is canonically written to be unbeatable, and he
Yeah,
be losing.
I know.
Yeah, that nigga was written to be unbeatable, and he be losing. I think I like all of the DC villains more than the heroes, and I don't even know them. I only know like wait no, Doom is Marvel. Um, I only know like the stereotypical DC villains like Joker and fucking who beats
Lex Luthor,
Superman?
Superman.
Yeah, like Lex Luthor and uh Darkseid and fucking Doomsday. Doomsday's cool as shit, by the way. Who else is in the fucking Justice League? Flash, that nigga cool, but I don't care about his story. All
I care
like,
about his
I don't
story.
care about Flash's backstory at all. All I know is that nigga is super fast and he be doing cool shit because he fast.
Yeah, but I've seen the show The Flash, and his story is cool. But in the movie, it's like I said, that's one of those superheroes where it's one scene, and you feel like you need to get attached to them, and like no, it didn't work for me. That scene was boring too.
Oh, another thing too, DC they be nerfing their people, dog.
Yeah,
Like in the Marvel movies, like everyone had their powers, and you saw like the extent of their powers.
yeah.
They were just fighting clearly superior niggas. It's hard for me to picture how anybody can possibly beat Flash when he's so fast that he just reality isn't real to him.
Oh
He can
yeah,
do
I see.
so
I
much
see.
shit. Yeah, he can do so much shit to change reality that reality essentially isn't real for him. So
Mhm.
how does he ever have a villain?
There's scenes where the Flash, like he sees everything in slow motion, so he like dodges, he moves people around, he does all this cool stuff. And there's scenes where he gets like I don't know, hit in the face, I don't know, whatever. So it's like, how did you not dodge that? Like what happened to you?
Yeah, and even the scenes like that where it's like, oh, he's moving really fast and he's moving people around. I don't know if you've ever been suddenly snatched off your feet by something moving a lot faster than you, but it's not comfortable. Like
Spider Man.
he's just moving people really fast and adjusting them. It's like, yeah, all of their organs are slamming around inside their body. You're killing people, but it makes sense because he's the hero.
No, Spider Man. He's learning. He like we show how he's still learning his sense, like his spider sense. It's not like he already has it forever. He barely used it in the
Well,
last
no, he's
movie.
talking about like Spider-Man in general. Spider-Man with spider sense. Yeah, he should never get touched because he always knows when danger is approaching.
Yeah, that's why
Right, so
Marvel
he
is
should.
not. That's why Marvel started him young, where he's still learning his powers.
I don't know. Well, let's see who else is in DC. I don't even know. Wait, Green Lantern. Green Lantern is pretty cool. I don't know his backstory, but all I know is that ring, kind of like Flash, it can just do anything.
That's all I know too.
He's like, here's this ring, and it can do anything I can possibly think of. That's some cool shit. And then I saw the cartoon of him getting beat up by aliens. So it was like, yeah, Green Lantern is trash.
No, but head out. How would you explain Superman? I'm talking about like how does Superman lose any fight? And that's stupid to me. Like, don't even have Superman in the movie if he's gonna lose.
Bro, they be hoeing Superman. They be like, he can only lose to like kryptonite and magic. And there's not much kryptonite on Earth, but there's always just enough for someone to find it and fuck him over. They can both get bopped. Oh yeah, he said they can both dodge, but they can be getting bopped.
Yeah, but Flash in the movie, they make it seem this is not. I don't know if it's true, but they make him seem like he can go as fast and stuff whenever he wants. But Spider Man, he's learning his powers still. What do you mean? Like he barely uses spider sense in the latest movie. I think like he's still learning, and it's like they show you his progress in this new movie. The Flash is just already has his powers. Like, he knows how to control it. I don't know. That's what I think.
He's okay. I see what you're saying. You're saying pretty much that Spider-Man is in the training arc, so he gets a pass. But Flash already has his powers developed, so he ain't got no excuse for getting hit.
Yeah, like DC made a Justice League before making like
Yeah,
origin movies, and that's I don't like that. The Snyder Cut. I know what happens. Like, there's a big fight at the end that I haven't seen. That's all that happens.
yeah. So they be nerfing them in the movies. Like the comic book nerds, man, they be talking about like, oh yeah, like cosmic galactic Flash. He can run through space and time and shit like that. It's like, how come them niggas never get movies? Like,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
want to see
bullshit.
some cool shit like that. Like, it probably wouldn't be a very good movie because there'd be no conflict and no plot. But let me see Galactic Flash just beat up an entire army of like aliens. Like, that's the whole movie. Like, I would watch that.
All right, I'll watch it. So you're saying the Flash saves the day?
I don't know if it is. Oh yeah, I don't know. But
um,
yeah, like DC heroes, they just don't interest me. They don't interest me enough because I wasn't even that big on Marvel either.
mhm.
I didn't watch the entire Marvel like universe until like Endgame.
What? That's like
Yeah,
the
I mean,
end.
it was like end. But that's what I mean. It's like Endgame was about to come out, and I had seen none of the Marvel movies.
What?
I just didn't care. So I saw this picture on Facebook. It was like, if you want to watch the
Yeah.
movies in chronological order, here's the list. So that's what I did. I watched the movies according to that list, and that's when I started appreciating Marvel heroes more.
So you've seen
But
all of
I
them?
did not care about. I didn't. Y'all seen them all
Oh, cool.
now. I'm watching Falcon and Winter Soldier now. It's meh.
Really? It's super good right now. What do you mean? All the characters that are coming
Because
in now?
they're two more characters that I just don't care about.
I guess you don't care about a
I did
black
not
man
care.
being Captain America or what?
Man, Falcon is the worst example of a black superhero. Man, Falcon is trash, bro. He ain't even got no powers. He's got a suit, and the suit owned by the government. Like, because you haven't seen the Snyder Cut. Yeah, man, Falcon is trash, and Bucky is trash too. He's just immortal.
He just has a strong arm. It's better than WandaVision
Yeah,
for
like
sure. Yeah, so far, yeah.
I watched the first, I think, like 2 episodes of WandaVision, and I just didn't go back.
Yeah, I was gonna do that too, but then I decided to finish it.
I know it gets better, but I'm not committing because
Oh, so you don't know what happens in WandaVision at the end?
nope. Because
Oh,
you can tell me I don't care. Because Wanda was another character I didn't care about. Wanda fucked everybody over because she wanted to fuck Jarvis.
yeah.
Wanda was like, "Oh no, he gonna snap half of Earth out of existence." But my oh, what are they fucking called? The fucking sex things.
What?
Uh, like never mind. Her fucking she didn't want to give her dildo up. That's what it was. It was Jarvis inside of a dildo, and she didn't want to give it up, so half of Earth fucking died.
Hmm.
You had one job, Wanda.
But no, that's not. You gotta finish it. But if you don't want to finish it, that's fine. I'm just saying,
I'm probably not gonna finish it.
Falcon is better so far in my opinion.
He
Because
ain't did
all the
nothing.
little references right now, and the action is really good. It looks like a movie.
It's yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, the fact that I was been top. What? Whatever. Yeah, the show looks good, but as I don't care about Falcon. Like they gave him a superhero show, and he ain't got no powers. He's just a nigga in a suit. He Batman. He
But he's black. Don't you like black
he's just a
stories?
nigga in a suit. He ain't bulletproof. He ain't got no super strength. Nothing. He don't even got no money. He had no job in 3 years. He couldn't get a boat
Alone.
loan. He couldn't get a loan for his boat, bro. Like
You
at
got.
that point, like this is why
Uh-huh.
this is why I always say if I have superpowers, bro, I'd be a villain. Cause heroes don't get shit.
If
I
you got
can't live
away,
off gratitude.
you got away from those cops though. Those racist cops. Did you see that?
Come on,
The new
son.
episode.
You gotta be a superhero, and the only thing you get is
Get a,
police recognition.
yeah, and that's sad.
That's trash. That's so trash. The Iron Man 1 War Machine with Terrence Howard. Yeah.
Isn't it Cuba? Isn't that him?
It's
Cuba.
Terrence Howard.
It's not Cuba
Cuba Gooding
Gooding.
Jr. No,
What?
no, different person.
Oh.
Terrence Howard is the guy from Hustle and Flow, the rapper from
No way.
Memphis.
What? From Memphis?
Yeah, yeah, Terrence Howard. You ain't never seen Hustle and Flow?
Oh.
Oh, we gotta get the squad together. It's not only a black movie, it's a Memphis movie. Now we gotta get the niggas together. We watching Hustle and Flow from Tennessee. Never been there.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah, hey,
Cuba the whole
Falcon
time.
and War Machine are the same fucking character essentially. They just niggas in super suits.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. People watch it for the references.
Yeah, if you're watching it for the references, I guess you could say it's a good show, but so it's Iron Man. Nah, Iron Man, that's a whole different nigga in a super suit. Because that nigga, he's smart too. He's developing his own technologies. He ain't got to give his fucking suit back to the government. And the coolest shit on his suit isn't the drone that flies separately from the suit. The coolest shit about Falcon is the drone that flies separately from his suit. Falcon is trash. Like, I'm not doing this. All right, Falcon is fucking trash. Iron Man made his suit a couple thousand suits. Iron Man gave hands to Thanos. You think Falcon giving hands to Thanos? No.
No.
No. He's not.
All right, who should we
Stark
raid?
made that too.
What do you think about raiding?
Yeah, thanks.
Should we raid Sky?
Sky is still streaming?
Yeah.
That nigga still, what the he can still stream?
Yeah, he's not banned. Yeah.
Twitch. That nigga with the fucking House of Chaos can still stream?
Yeah.
Not House of Chaos, that's bum. The House of Horrors or come on, bro.
Alright guys, thank you for let's spam ban. Oh no, what if we raided with a ban?
No, I don't even want because I don't want to.
That'd be crazy.
Sky's fan. Anybody who's still a Sky fan at this point is just beyond toxic, and I don't think the 6 niggas in the stream are gonna be able to overwhelm the idiots of Sky stream. And I don't feel like fighting nobody on the internet today.
Alright, so we got K9 or Master Mario. What do you want to raid?
Fuck K9, cause that nigga fake and he don't shower and his brother an asshole, and I'll be both them niggas at the same fucking time.
What about?
And I don't know who Master Mario is.
Let's just do AF wagers. Raid Sneaky, raid Moist. No, those guys are big. I'm not gonna raid them. What's
race? Yeah, with our 7 viewers. Hey, low key though, most critical. He might say something. He's a pretty cool ass dude. He might low key be
he's
like,
my favorite YouTuber. Yeah, but it's like 7 viewers.
Shit, he's like, 7 viewers. Here's a giant dildo. Like, y'all can share it.
They're huge. Yeah, they're huge. We can go back to my homie AF Wagers again. The Sonic.
Oh wait, hold up. Actually, here I'm gonna drop a channel in the chat that we can host them.
Who is it?
This is a Discord group I'm a part of. It's HAG, hip hop anime gaming entertainment. HAG. It's a community for people like us, which is like weebs, nerds, just people who enjoy things, hip hop, anime, and gaming related. So my home Low, he's
streaming?
one of he's not the admin. It's his shit. He started the group, so he's kind of the I don't want to say like the CEO of the group, but he the head nigga in charge.
Are they
so everybody
their life?
Yeah, I dropped the link in the chat. We can run up in here and everybody drop. Let's see what we gonna spam for Low. Let's go Low.
Or we're here for Slaine, or Slaine brought us. I don't know. No.
He'll probably see my name and recognize who I am. Maybe, possibly. I've only talked to him like twice.
All right, sounds good. All right, everybody. Thank you for another.
Everybody support Black bitches.
Yeah, and
yeah, we appreciate y'all for this great episode, man. This was a fire ass episode, kind of like TK. Yeah, exactly like TK.
He's your friend.
I have a lot of black friends who are big streamers. Low ain't even big. We try to make it big. But we'll see y'all we'll see y'all next week, probably, if I don't cancel, because life be having me down sometimes. But everybody go over here and spam Let's Go Low. This nigga missing his shots though. He kind of trash right now.
Yo, he's playing Valorant?
Let's go. Valorant.
All right, let's get some Valorant action in here. So, all right, good night. Good night, everybody, from Slaine and I. Peace. Yo, let's see. He's playing Valorant.